travel home day.
Yeah, sadly.
Boo.
The holidays come to an end. Now it's time
indeed.
to go get a flight back to Edinburgh. So we're just going to check out now, get the Uber to the train station where we're getting picked up to get taken to the airport.
Again, we could walk, but just since we've got a backpack each and a case each, and just time-wise, even though we've got plenty of time, but just to have that peace of mind, we're just going to hop an Uber, which is showing at €12 at the moment, and then by the time that we add a tip, it'll be about €14, which I think the other day converted to about £12.
Yeah.
So yeah, not too bad. We've enjoyed our stay here at Company.
Yeah.
It's been good. Yeah. Been clean. It's basic, as I said, cheap and cheerful.
Yeah.
I certainly don't think you can knock it for what you get, so certainly consider it if you are staying here and you're quite happy to be not on Disney property itself. It's not too far. About a half an hour walk if you're doing that. The bus takes about, 10 minutes?
Yeah.
10-15 minutes. So yeah, not bad at all.
So we're just going to check it now and we'll catch up with you when we get to maybe the train station, or if not, just to go. So that's just arrived at the train station. Nice Uber ride.
Yeah. Uber ride was lovely. The only nervy thing was when we sent for one that took quite a while to connect us to a driver, which is a little bit skinny biscuits, but it's fine. Guy was lovely, dropped us off. It's now 8 minutes past 6. The method that we're using to get to the airport is a company called Ozeroute, if I'm saying that right. So they offer, I think, coaches and cars to take you to the airport. Now the reason we're doing that is because we did plan to get the train as we did on the way here. However, we then realised that being a Sunday morning flight that we were getting, that there isn't actually trains that run this early, unfortunately. So we ended up finding this transfer service instead. So hopefully they've been really good in terms of contact so far. So I'm sure they'll be fantastic for getting us a bus. That's us at the airport.
Nice and easy.
Yeah, so I timed that. It was exactly 42 minutes from leaving the train station to arriving here.
I had a nap, so that's not good.
So it was a sort of Renault minivan thing that we were in. It was just us, fantastic. So yeah, obviously the train is 4 times as quick, but that was a good other option. We did have a look at Uber just out of curiosity, and I think it possibly would have been about the same price.
Slightly more expensive.
Slightly more expensive, and then it would depend on the type of Uber that was available. So there's another one that was like 20 quid more. So we paid, was it 39 when I checked the bank? And £39 that we paid for pre-booking that shuttle. With that as well, it means that it's already paid up in advance. We're not having to then spend that just now. And for us, it's just a case of having that comfort of the guarantee that you've got something there. They were really good with the communication. We had WhatsApps come through and emails from sort of the company itself, which the gent that was driving must have sort of put things into their system that sent it through, and he sent us a message directly too, so we were able to contact him. So very good. It does drop us at 2C, so we're going to have to make our way to 2E. It's a gigantic airport, but it's well signposted, so should be fine. I think we'll be coming across the train station first before we get to our terminal, so it starts to look a bit familiar there. Yeah, let's go. So we're back to where we were with the train station, and then basically we're just reversing our journey from Wednesday.
I remember it's been quite long, this corridor.
Yeah, it was really, really long, but that's fine. We've got ample time. It's about 7:15 at the moment. Our flight isn't until 9:50, so even with checking in and everything. Oh my gosh! Okay, that's awesome. Didn't see that in the parks. Oh, that's fabby. You gonna get him? Take him on the flight?
You take up the whole seat.
Well, I think we're in a row of 3, so he could sit in the empty seat.
So if you want to take him home, €199.
Oofed.
He's worth it.
To be fair, if you bought one that size in Disney, I think you'd probably be paying more than that.
But they call him the Tiny Chef.
Tiny Chef?
Tiny Chef.
Tiny Chef. Is that getting around any sort of trademarks and copyrights by any chance?
Very, very large chef.
Yes.
Hopefully you fit under your hat.
No, maybe not. Might squish you. So for departures, we are upstairs this time, so we're up next to the McDonald's as opposed to being downstairs earlier in the week, and we could see up the way.
So through security now, then got some duty free Right here, it's got Cartier, Dior, Louis Vuitton shops as well. We're gate 31. So this one's actually making a purchase.
I've been eyeing this up for ages as my wedding perfume, and since it's in duty free, it's a better deal than
Yeah.
at home. So, €112.50, which I just did a little check online, Mastercard rate, that makes it about £94 compared to at home, it's £112.
Bargain. It's a nice wee surprise at the till.
It's actually €101, so I've just paid £85 for that.
Absolute bargain.
Fantastic. That's also, like, I think that's quite fitting that it's our last trip away before
Yeah.
we get married as
And you
well.
found your perfume?
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice taken.
Got your usuals, you got your relay in here. For all your magazines, bottles of water, snacks. Basically the European equivalent of a WH Smith.
Yeah.
Nice wee touch as well. They got PS5 set up so you can play some FIFA and Gran Turismo before the flight. Stave off the boredom.
Okay. Certainly a posh airport with shops.
Yeah.
Chanel knows where it's at. They've got their little kitty cat. Kitty cat.
One thing to bear in mind if you're coming to this airport, food options are lacking.
Very limited. It might just be this bit that we're in. So we're in block for K gates. So I think 2E terminal seems to all be Air France. But there doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason, I would say, to in here. Because there's ones to Tokyo, ones to
New York, Beirut.
Beirut, that was it.
Big long haul flights, but there's loads of gates and 2 food options. So there's Pret a Manger and then there's like a healthy eating baguette place.
Veggie place,
Yeah. Other than that, you've got vending machines selling cookies, sweets, and then a couple of relays, and that's
Yeah, so the relays do have things like chilled sandwiches and stuff, but don't like that.
Yeah. There's
Advertising.
Cartier, there's Chanel, there's all your designer brands.
If you're
you want, like.
after spending half a ton of money on your designer goodies, then certainly this is what you covered.
I missed out, there is a Yo sushi, but I don't think Yo sushi is what you want at 8 o'clock in the morning.
No.
I was amazed that there's not like a Starbucks, it's a coffee shop of some sort.
I know.
But yeah.
I think there was maybe a little machine where you could get like a sort of vending machine for hot drinks as well. But for the price that you're paying for that, you probably be as well going to one of the places. But anyway, Mike has got himself
Americano.
an Americano with oat milk. We've got 2 hot sandwiches from Pret. So this one is so it's brioche bread and it's cheese and an omelette in it. Smell good. Should fill a hole because we've not really. We've been up since very early back and forth this morning. It is now
8:45.
Is it? It's 9. And we shared half a pan of chocolat.
Very poor pan of chocolate.
Yeah, it was sort of cheapy wrapped one that we grabbed out of was it really at the station last night, just so that we had something for the morning. So yeah, feeling a little bit peckish. It's absolutely roasting in here.
I don't think it's too bad.
But I'm roasting anyway. I think just the stress of going through security and everything as well. I'm just like,
At least you didn't get stopped and randomly checked like I did.
That's true. You got 2 trays
Checked.
done as a
Yeah,
random
it's a
check
random
as well.
check.
So your bag and then your iPad got pulled over for your electronics random check as well. This dozy one walked through with the bloody belt on though when I was going through the scanners, so then obviously had to go through that fast, but that was fine. Not used to travelling in jeans. But no, that was an oversight on my part, very silly. But anyway, but it's just strange how obviously some of the airports are starting to do, i.e. Edinburgh when we came out, just leaving all your stuff in your bags and they go through. Whereas you've got airports like this and it's a case of literally every single bag that, like my hold-alls I've got, it was a case that had to go in a separate bag even though there was a separate bag, separate tray, sorry, even though there was tons of space for the other things that I had, so that everything was clearly set out. I don't know, there's obviously some reason for it, we asked people to do it. But yeah, it just seems odd to me that there's such a variation of things.
Yeah, so I had 3 trays in the end. One for my bag, one for my
I had 3 too.
trolley, and then one for my iPad and phone.
Your trolley, your suitcase.
Suitcase. And then my trolley dog.
Trolley dog.
And one got wet through, but two got checked.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Only took 5 minutes.
Obviously, we'd rather they do these
Yeah.
checks anyway, and things are safe. So.
But we're gonna
Once
eat these while it's still warm,
yeah.
and then just hang
chill
around
for a
until
bit.
the flight is still about an hour away. 45 minutes until we board, so might eat these, have my coffee, find the toilets, and then get ready to board the flight.
And there was a couple of cool wee bits that we saw, so we might try and grab that one film as well, so that you can see that before the
Cool.
So next to Prague, they have another PS5 station, and they also have a retro gaming bit too. Very, very cool.
Mesdames et messieurs, votre attention s'il vous plaît, ceci est le dernier appel. Le dernier appel pour nos derniers clients voyageant sur le vol Air France 282 à destination de Tokyo Haneda. Nous amenons nos derniers clients bien vouloir supplémenter pour 4 au-dessus exactement battant immédiat. Merci.
Watch, because there's some kids here, don't want to get them on film, but there's Dragon Ball here, which Mike was buzzing when he noticed that one. Some free magazines as well, so if you fancy giving these a shot, they're quite hearty looking things too. Pretty decent. Same for this one as well. Of course, got all the usuals, stuff like Kinder, we've got some Godiva chocolates, Haribo at the bottom there, celebrations, M&M's, Milka, and I've got some sort of fancier box chocolates over here. Perfume. And the lovely bubbly, and other alcohol too. Got these cute little chocolates here too, in little tins, and got some cool bars as well. You say it? Yes, indeed. It won't be much warmer at home, I wouldn't think.
So on the flight, it's mostly freeze, because that's where I just get us out too. We've got nobody beside us, no window, but we'll find that.
And there's two nice little
Small
compartments up here. So mine's up here and Mike's is just overhead as well.
Yeah, it's right in the back, so.
Yeah, and those were the empty little ones. It's fantastic.
Even though it's a small plane, you can pay for Wi-Fi packages. And they do have USB slots. You need to charge your phone as well.
That's it, I noticed that on our flight out, but
No.
certainly got it on this one. I
can
think this
get-
one's obviously a little bit of a bigger plane because the last one was a 2222222 formation.
But you can, with the Wi-Fi, you can do free messaging. You just have to pay for any bundles. But you got a couple other tray. No in-flight magazine, but USB and free Wi-Fi if you want to pay for it. Not too bad.
Yeah, some magazines that I was showing earlier. If you were wanting one, grab that and bring it on board.
Yeah, true.
So very sweetly, we got these little biscuits for free, which is fantastic. And we've got a little trolley here as well. You can get coffee, tea, or orange juice or water, and that's complimentary too. Landed. Yeah, it's good there.
And it's raining.
I know.
Stop. Come back.
What else did you expect? We swung into Black Sheep just to grab a couple of drinks. Mike's going for a warm, is it vanilla matcha?
Vanilla matcha. No, vanilla. Yeah, vanilla matcha.
Lovely. And I've gone for a sort of tropically boba thing with pineapple tea, so I'm sure we'll see what that's
Yeah,
like.
we'll show you them when they come.
Okay.
But we like Black Sheep. Got a card to get us.
Yeah, we've got a taste card, so you get 25%, which is pretty awesome. You get, how did I get it? Oh, it was like a promo through Superdrug actually. I got an email about it and there was a limited number signed up for it. Fantastic. Used to get it with our Cineworld cards, but stopped doing that unfortunately. But yeah, it's very, very handy. So if you've got a Black Sheep near you, use it. It's fab.
You wouldn't think that it would have work in the airport. You think the airports
I know.
are different, but no, it does. So it's just enough.
Yeah, food and drink that covers.
So instead of being like 10.50, it went down to like 8 something. So very good. So it's my one there. One is green for the matcha vanilla latte, and then one's in. You can see the gold at the bottom. Got the large size.
I was just sipping some because it was spelling out the side a little bit there. It's odd. It's oat milk, which is nice. I think, was it mango boba?
Yeah.
Mango boba, pineapple tea mixed with oat milk. It's strange, but it's tasty. I like it.
Cool. Just gotta drink these and then head to the tram home.
So we've had our drinks.
Very
Headed to
nice.
the tram. Now, just as a hint stroke tip if it ends up helping you get a day. We are very much regulars on the tram.
Yeah.
So from the airport it is an increased fee. Anywhere else it's a flat fee, so I think it's £3.40 return ticket, isn't it?
Yeah.
Out with the airport, and £2 for a single. If you're getting a single here for an adult it's £7.50. So we are going to go to the next stop. Also take about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
We don't mind doing that, and it's going to save us.
Oh, I've been quite on a journey.
Yeah, exactly.
Not winning that.
Yeah. So just if it was of any help to anyone, if you're ever going in and out of Edinburgh,
Yeah.
it's worth a shout. The other thing is while you're buying your tickets on the machine, as long as you're not clicking the airport, click wherever you want, it's the same ticket, it literally does not matter.
Yeah, no one checks where you're actually going on it.
Yes. But my piece of advice as well, if you were staying in Edinburgh for a longer time and you're wanting to explore the city, download the Edinburgh Trams app and buy your ticket there, because for the same price as £3.40 you have unlimited rides on the tram for that day, whereas if you buy it in the machine you get one journey in and one journey back. That's it. So just for awareness, because that's my area of expertise, the tram. Hello from present stroke future us.
Yeah.
So, funnily enough, we did make it home. It's
I hope so.
Yeah, I know. So it's about, what, a month, just over a month since our
Saturday,
trip.
yeah.
How time flies when you're not having fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had a really good trip. Thank you very much for watching. So obviously start of this video was just our travel home day, and then this part's just gonna be
The haul. So all the stuff we bought in the Disney parks. Now, we will say beforehand, it's not a massive haul. We didn't get a massive amount from the parks, but there is
but
still,
we've got a few bits and bobs.
including Mr. Forky over here, who's joined us for this part.
Trash.
Well, none of the stuff we bought was trash, let's just get that right. But yeah, that 4K shoulder plush was one of the best things that we saw in the park, so we had to bring him home, and he will be part of our adventures going forward, probably to California and Orlando as well. So
Absolutely, can't leave him out.
Yeah, he'll be coming with us. But yeah, we just thought we'd show you everything that we bought in the parks. I don't think we thought that the merchandise was amazing what we saw, but there was several things that we did really like.
It was all right. I think we maybe touched on one of the other vlogs that the prices between food and merch maybe wasn't atrocious, but there were certain things that seemed quite steep.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I think a few of these bits and bobs you will have seen us have on the vlog. I'm just kind of scanning over them just now. We'll show them in a moment. Some of them you won't have seen, so we'll just go through them. So yes, obviously Mr. Forky here was a fantastic purchase. The shoulder plushies are amazing. They had so many of them in Paris, as again we said on an earlier vlog. There seemed to be so many of them, probably the most amount we've ever seen.
Well, we first saw them in Orlando on our first trip, and there was like one or two characters, and it seems that it just be something that's been so popular that they just keep bringing out new ones.
Well, you kept on seeing Remy everywhere on our first trip, and you were like, oh my god, where did he come from? I want him.
We couldn't get him.
And we never found him. On our trip in September just past, we saw Remy quite a lot. But at that point you were kind of, the notion had passed a little bit.
And I was not sold, and then, you know, you've got your Grogu's, you've got your Groots, we've seen them. Chip and Dale's another good one.
Yeah.
The one that I really like the look of that I think's in California is the Devil and Angel from, I think it's Emperor's in the Groove, is it?
Oh, as in like Kronk?
Yeah, there's like an angel and a devil.
I didn't know they did those. Okay.
So let's go look at them. But yeah, I think the other ones we saw in the Disney parks, I think Forky was the winner.
There was literally, what, about 3 or 4 of these. So glad that Mike insisted on getting it. He didn't insist on getting it. I was betwixt and between as per usual, and you were like, treat ourselves, we can get him on the joint account, we can share him.
Yeah, there's like a lot of ones that make sense, like we made a joke of it at the time, but you know, Chip from Beauty and the Beast, have a chip on your shoulder, and you can walk around with the characters from Inside Out, so you can have anxiety with you all the time, and anger and stuff like that. So I think that's very, very clever. But yeah,
wearing your emotions on your shoulder as opposed to your sleeve.
Yeah. But
some of them were quite big though. Like I do, Embarrassment was really quite tall and chunky. But yeah, they're very cool. I think they're more. I think the mini ears, obviously it's up to whatever people like, but I think they tend to primarily be more women and girls that will kind of go for them, as opposed to it being sort of open to everybody, regardless of what gender they identify or present as. Whereas I think these plushies, they're then open to everybody of all ages.
I think Paris was where we saw them the most. I don't remember seeing as many as we did in Orlando, but Paris seemed like every second person had one. Sebastian was the one that we saw probably quite a lot, and I thought he was quite cool. And I nearly bought him, but maybe next time I'll see some other characters. But yeah, 4K, number one purchase I think for the trip.
So what we're going for next, I guess we'll go for these ones because you've seen these before as well. So these were little scrunchies that I got. So I've got Mike Wazowski, hold them the right way around. So he's got these little eyes, these little leggies and his arms, and Sully as well, who hasn't got quite so much detail, but I don't think you can mistake that for anything but Sully. But yeah, these were fantastic. These were €13 because that stuck in my head that I got 2 of them for €13 when there was other ones that you were only getting 1 for that. So yeah, these are fantastic. These will be great, especially when we're back in the States, and considering how hot it gets, I tend to wear my hair up quite a lot, so it'll be quite nice just to have a bit of theming in there. So yeah, these are nice. I think you could wear them quite easily as like little bracelets too. It doesn't necessarily need to be a hair scrunchie. But yeah, very pleased with those.
I think that considering what's coming up in Hollywood Studios in the future when we head back to Orlando, I think that to be perfect purchase, you need to get the Crocs as well and just go all the way out.
Very true.
You've got your Mike Wazowski bag.
I do, yes.
Now you've got these, and then I think you need to get the Crocs as the next thing, and then you can Disney bound is Mike Wazowski heading to the park.
Of course. But yes, as a side note to that new ride is looking absolutely amazing for Hollywood Studios. So very excited for that in the future.
There is one in California, but I think some of the rumours are saying that it was going to be closing for new things. But if we're there in September and it's still open,
hopefully it's open.
Yeah, we'll be going on that.
Yeah. So what shall we show the good people here next?
I think the magnets that we picked up.
Magnets.
So we do love a magnet. Any single time that we go on holiday, we pick up a magnet, and it's no different.
Yep.
So we got 2. So we got one from the Disney parks, and then we got one from the centre of Paris as well.
We did indeed.
So this is the parks one. Here, we'll give you a closer look at that one.
See if we can get it to focus. If not, I'll pop a wee bit in on top of here while we're talking.
But it's got a castle on it. It's got loads of characters spelling out the letters as well. It's probably the best magnet we saw. There wasn't too many. I think that's the thing from the Disney parks that we've seen. It's the same in Orlando. They don't seem to like a magnet.
Yeah, I mean in Paris they did have a few, but they were mainly like character ones, and it wasn't themed to the parks. And for us, that's kind of the point of it, is to have something that's themed. Granted, our ones got one from our first trip to Orlando. Actually, they're both from our first trip to Orlando. We got Guardians one
and the Horse Coaster.
Yeah, but again the magnets were a bit kind of a poor show on our first trip, so we went for those, but we know clearly where they're from, whereas this time we got a little Universal ball. Although it's more like the Hollywood ball, so that was kind of a bit of a willing things into existence, I think. And then the other one is it's got all the parks on it, hasn't it?
Parks.
But yeah, no, that's quite cute. It's quite similar to the Spirit jerseys that have kind of come out at the moment, which have got the characters as the different letters, so it's kind of on that sort of theme. But yeah, it's quite cute. I think that's it seems quite Disneyland Paris to me. Like I look at that and that feels quite on theme for them. But yeah, so we're glad to have got that. It's just a little memento from our trip.
And then this one's just a little sort of basic one, if you like. It's sort of a little touristy one for Paris. So it's just got the Seine and the Eiffel Tower in the background there.
You go past all these shops, they've got
Half a million of them, yeah.
From they're relatively cheap, only a couple of euros. So yeah, we just picked one up. It's a nice little memento to have from Paris, and then
Absolutely.
you stick it on your fridge, make the fridge a bit more interesting.
And we can review it and see everywhere that we've been.
Yeah, when we forget where we've been.
I know. Poor memories, guys. We're getting old. So, I think for next one we will go for this little bad boy here.
Have you ever been to a Disney park if you don't have a Starbucks mug from each one of you?
Well, we certainly haven't because we've bought ones on every trip.
And for Universal as well.
Tell a lie. So this past Orlando trip we didn't buy any Disney ones. Technically I did. I bought a travel mug.
Yes.
I bought a travel mug, guys. And yes, Universal, we got the mug this time. And then we've got our Paris one. So it's got the usual packaging. It's got a little sort of pale blue box. And then you'll see in here, and I'll take it out so that we can see. This one, unlike the ones in Orlando though, it doesn't seem to have like a little label that tells you what's on it, but that's probably because these ones nowadays, compared to the first ones we've got, which are the 50th ones, they had a lot more sort of detail to them. Sorry, just trying to get this to focus. So yeah, you can see, we're starting on Big Thunder. Oh, my voice was going there. Big Thunder, then got the castle. Is that Small World? Sorry guys, my eyesight's awful trying to see this in the camera. And then we've got Hyperspace Mountain as well.
Little Star Wars.
And yeah, little Star Wars ship there, since that's obviously what hyperspace is nowadays. And then it's just got the dark blue on the inside. So this is the same colour as our Universal mug on the inside.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty cute. This is the first one that we've got of this new style of mug. Oh, it's not got a chip, it's just a little bit dark. I've not used these, I've not used this yet. It's been safely tucked away for a month. Well, we've been waiting to do this. So yeah, it's very cute. Funnily enough, today they have just announced the new ones for
the whole of Walt Disney World. So
Yeah.
it's all the parks on one mug.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is a bit strange because I think that having one for each individual park means that for the collectors you need to get all four. And I think when we first went, we were debating just getting ones for our favourite parks. So I was going to get Epcot, you were going to get Magic Kingdom, and then it was a case of, no, we need to get the whole collection. And 4 mugs came back with us in the suitcase. And then next time we went...
Because we're a couple of mugs.
So yeah, we got the Universal ones. Now they did have 3 in Starbucks, so they did have 1 for each park, and then they had an Avengers Campus one.
Oh, it's Avengers Campus, that was
But
it.
because Walt Disney Studios is going for that giant overhaul, it's going to look a lot different in a couple of years. And we want to go back and see it when it's all done.
We
and
did
then,
debate getting it in terms of the fact that that's most likely going to be the last time that we're, first and last time for me, that we're there as it being Walt Disney Studios, and we're like, oh, do we get it? So that it's kind of the nostalgia of it. But we kind of decided, as much as it was good fun, we weren't that attached to Walt Disney Studios to justify buying it. And as Mike says, when it's in the overhaul and we've then hopefully got the new Starbucks mugs to go with it, and it's got stuff like Frozen and everything on it, I think we'd rather that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And we're also running out of cupboard space for mugs because we've got so many now. Not just Disney themed ones.
4 Walt Disney World ones, 1 Disneyland Paris, 1 Universal, and then yeah, all the other things. Oh, and the resort mugs from Disney too. We've got 4 of them in the cupboard. And
we've got actually 3 more to come because we've got 2 parks in California for Disney and 1 for Universal. So that's another 3 that are going to be coming back from that.
Or if they redesign them and they roll DCA and Disneyland into one, then it's going to be at least 2 mugs that are coming back. But it's something we rather enjoy collecting. So next up
is another little expensive collection that we've got going on.
Yes.
So pins. We do like a pin. You've seen on our last Orlando trip that we did start collecting pins while we were there.
Yes.
And we went to Paris thinking we'll get, some more, but we weren't overly excited by the collection that they had. It seemed that they didn't have many pins when we were there compared to when you go to Walt Disney World. They've got walls and walls and walls of pins.
Oh yeah, and they've got shops quite literally dedicated to pins. So there were a few, but we weren't
mad on a lot of them. But there's two that we saw that we had to buy. One that was like a Disneyland Paris specific one, and then one that two characters that we love, and since it's our year of our wedding and it's sort of Valentine's themed one, we had to get it. So do you want to show that one?
So we've got Woody and Bo Peep. Again, if I can hopefully get them to focus for you. If not, then we'll just continue to talk and I'll pop some separate footage in here. So it's, as you can see, Woody and Bo Peep, and it's sort of Valentine's themed. It's very, very sweet. And as Mike says, it's Toy Story, something that's quite special to us.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was, I think when we saw this one, kind of had to get it, although you snuck off and bought it as a little treat for us.
Yeah.
So yeah, came back and surprised me with it. And our other one that we got
was the castle.
Yes.
Again, it might not focus up best, so we might need to do a little shot of it separately, but yeah, it's just the Disneyland castle. It's a funky design to it.
It is a very funky design. They had a sort of larger one of that, but we ended up going for this one. We preferred that one. We, in our video prior to this one, when we were at the Disneyland Hotel, they had a t-shirt that was there that had that same design. So it had like a little pocket bit, and then on the back I think as well it had design too. So it seems to maybe be their sort of new design for Disneyland Paris now that they're out with sort of the 30th stuff. But yeah, very cute. I think again, sort of similar to the magnets, it's quite nice for us to kind of have ones that signify the different parks. So yeah, I think again September there'll be quite a few that'll be coming home with us.
Especially since it's the 70th as well, so it's going to be a special occasion to bring back certain things. And don't worry, we will do a giveaway, and we'll probably bring back a pin if we can from the 70th.
Yes, and probably other things too.
Yeah, to give away to you guys for supporting us on the channel. Yeah.
Which we will get to do that at the end of this one, because there's a little giveaway off the back of this series too, but we will get to that. No spoilers right this second. So as well, we are a sucker for a bag too. So we went for this one, which is the medium size. So it's got a few of the different designs on it. So we've got studios kind of focused on one side and then Disneyland on the other, with some characters thrown in there too. So they're just quite handy. We chose to go for the medium one just because our one that we bought in Walt Disney World is massive. Which is quite handy, and it's the straps on the top over your shoulder, so it's quite useful, but we thought we don't really need two of that size, so we went for that one. Again, the straps are quite long on this so that you can pop over your shoulder too. And where's the other one? Oh, it's there. We've got a little small one too, which is much as I'm saying no spoilers for the giveaway, this is actually part of the giveaway for this one. It's got the little one. So they're pretty much the same design. I think they're just missing a couple of characters on the smaller one, but it's quite a pretty little sort of teal colour. They're well made as well, I have to say.
Last one.
Absolutely. So yeah, and then they just fold down neatly, fold out the bottom. They've got Disney and Marvel logos on the bottom there as well. So yes.
It's a nice little memento. It's something doesn't cost a lot of money, and then you're also be buying merch anyway, so you might as well pay €1-2 extra to get the reusable bag that you can bring home. And then
Forky's taking a bit of a dive. He's feeling a bit tired, guys.
So yeah, you can take him on your weekly shop. Which we do. We've got a Disney World one and a Disneyland Paris one.
Walking billboards for Disney.
But that's what we bought them for, to use when we go to shops. So yeah, they're perfect for us. And then, I think the next thing is something that's a little bit fun. It's the wee shop called Pop Mart. It's in Disney Village. They sell these little figurines. There's loads of different series of them.
Which in our day 2 vlog, we give you a little show of them. So yes, we got one of these each. They're a mystery box.
Yes.
So you'll be finding out at the same time as us what's actually in them.
Yeah, because I picked this one up and I was like, oh, the characters from there seem to be like characters that I like. And then you picked up that one, you're like, oh, I quite like these characters. So we're like, we'll get one of each.
Got the option of Buzz, Wally, Billy Goat and Gruff, which is very cute. from Toy Story, Bo Peep's sheep, so I wouldn't mind getting them. Got Russell from Up, got Lightning McQueen, got Violet, Chuckles, Joe Gardner from Soul, and we've got Slinky as well, so I thought they were all really quite cute.
Yeah, let us know in the comments which one you would
which
like.
one would you want?
Yeah, but which one do you want? That's the big question from that.
I think the Slinky one's really cool.
Slinky
I think
one.
Billy Goat and Gruff are really cool.
Yeah.
But I've always had a soft spot for Violet. Violet's always been my fave.
Yeah.
As a kid, I used to have, I've told Mike this before, I used to have a suitcase from, must have been from the Disney store, it was Disney anyway, and it had Violet all over the front of it, and it had like a little Incredibles mask that came with it that I loved wearing.
This was only a couple of weeks ago that she was wearing it, so
Of
I wasn't
course,
just a child.
yes. My brother had Dash as well, so very on theme. So yeah, I do love the Incredibles, but as I said, we've got quite a soft spot for Toy Story, which obviously Buzz would be more than happy with too. But yeah, I think Billy Goat and Gruff and Slinky Dog, because they're kind of like as part of it, so they're sort of split into 3 or into 2. I think that's quite clever. It's a little bit different. And then what options have you got?
Again, we're not going to focus up there, but we've got the Alien, Sully, Red Panda Mai, Anger, Ernesto de la Cruz, Bob Parr, Lotso, Rex, and Ham. So quite a lot of Toy Story ones in there.
Yeah.
Um,
There's quite a few Toy Story on this as well, because Chuckles is Toy Story, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
I think the Toy Story Alien or Sully would be the ones that I really like. I love Coco the movie, so if I got him, totally fine. I'm actually happy with any of these that I get. So do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'm just trying to see how easily I can get this open.
Just rip it open.
I'm trying to.
Who's it gonna be?
Who's it gonna be, please? Ooh. It's looking rather red. Ka-chow! That's very sweet. Look at Lightning. Oh, that's funky. I like that.
Right now, I don't mind.
There's no grace. No
When I
grace
open it
here
up,
at all.
just get in.
Whack open.
Yeah. Mine's
Yours is
also
looking
kind
rather
of
red.
rather red as well. Yeah.
Who's it gonna be?
Okay,
Who's it
I
gonna
know
be?
who it is.
Lotso!
Lotso.
Oh, he's very cute as well.
Doesn't smell like strawberries.
Oh, that's a
but
shame.
Yeah, very, very cute. Lotso.
He's got a little tattoo on his bum. Oh, is that meant to be his tail? That must meant to be his tail. Maybe?
Yeah. But we did notice
I don't
that
know.
Lotso seemed to be a very, very popular character
Yes.
in Disneyland Paris. They seem to have a lot of new merch, which is all about Lotso. So he's definitely very popular. There was one, you would have seen it in one of the vlogs, one of the giant teddy bears that smelled amazing.
Smells like strawberries.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the cast members was fantastic telling us about that, and I don't think we actually said it in the vlog, but he was telling us that the way they're designed, even when they go through the washing machine, they maintain their scent. So if anyone's treating themselves to a giant Lotso, you can let us know in the comments if that's true.
But yeah, both happy with these
Yes.
as characters.
Meow.
And then any time that you go back to Disney, you can always pick up more
Very cool.
and try and complete a collection. But yeah, nice little souvenir there. A little bit
Definitely.
of mystery to try and get at.
Lovely.
In terms of other things that we brought back, we didn't eat it. We're going to keep it as a mental,
Well, I ate mine.
Yeah,
Mike's
yeah.
just hanging on to his.
but this is the Disneyland Paris cookie that we got from Walt's. So that was the end of the dinner. We can have an optional cappuccino that you would have seen with the Mickey design on it. And
It doesn't have to be a cappuccino, that happens to be what we went for, but it would kind of need to be like a milky coffee or hot
get the
chocolate or
design,
something to
yeah.
get that, yeah.
But it came with a nice little cookie there, which is very cool. But yeah, we'll link the video to Walt's now, so you can go watch that if you haven't seen it. But
That was fantastic. Would definitely recommend.
Yeah.
We've been thinking about the food since we left that, so I think that's always a good
even-
indicator.
one of the sauces that came with the chicken, we're even trying to replicate it.
At
It's
home.
so good.
So
But-
tasty.
yeah.
Tasty.
So that's basically everything that we bought for ourselves.
Yes.
Now, as we said, we are going to do a giveaway of things that
We bought for you guys.
You guys. Now, most of it's from stuff that we bought in the parks, and there's one thing that we saw from outside the parks that we're going to chuck in as well, which is Disney themed. Now, in order to be part of the giveaway, you need to be subscribed. So make sure you're subscribing to us.
Yes, please.
Even
if you're not entering the giveaway, hit that subscribe button, please. It means a lot to us.
Yeah.
We just recently hit our 800, which is super, super exciting.
In 6 months that we started this.
I know. I was trying to think how many months I was going to say from September when we started it, because I couldn't do the maths that quickly in my head, shockingly. But yeah, so thank you very much for people who have viewed the videos, who've subscribed already, liking, comment, and it's all super appreciated. But yeah, if you're not subscribed yet, please do so, and please like this video as well. It'd be massively appreciated.
But yeah, we've got plenty more to come up. We've got another video from this series as well. We're going to do a little video, just our thoughts on a whole on Disneyland Paris, tips, tricks that we thought, just basically review everything that we think about the parks.
Things we think will be helpful. Again, I think we'd sort of mentioned before, since it was my first trip, your first trip since you were there as a kid, that I think there's things that are useful to be aware of, so I think we'll kind of call those out in the video. I'm certainly, well, I think we both are, but I know certainly for me, I like to know what I'm in for going for things and be able to plan. Obviously you can't plan for every eventuality, but it's good to be aware of certain things. It can just put your mind at ease a little bit and just makes things a little bit easier all in too. So yes.
We'll get to that next week in our vlog.
We will indeed.
And then we've got September, the big one, California coming up. But without further ado, let's get showing what we're going to do.
The giveaway.
So we've already shown that we're going to give away one of the
bag.
bags.
Yes.
Ooh. Exciting.
And then this lovely map as well.
Park map.
So it's nice and in fresh condition. I know a lot of people like to collect their maps. So for these ones, it's quite clever because it's got both of the parks in it. I'll not fold it out too much, but I'll show you a little bit of a flash of the inside. So it's got studios on one side, and that was Disneyland that I was showing you there, and then it's got studios on the other. So I think that's quite
So if
helpful.
you're watching this in the run up to your first ever trip to Disneyland Paris, you could be in with a shout of winning this, then you get a map before you go, just so you can familiarise yourself with the park.
So in addition to the bag and the map there, we bought this little cutie, little friendship bracelets. So Taylor Swift, your influences all over everything, what a shock. So with this, it does have the label over it a little bit, but we don't want to take it off. We'll let this person that wins it take it off in case you want to keep that. It's got Disneyland, it's got the little Mickey beads either side of that, and then it's got Paris, so Disneyland Paris. And it's of course in Mickey colours too. So very, very cute. It's lovely. So whether you want to wear that, if you want to hang it up, that is totally up to you, whoever you are, the lucky winner.
Very much in the vein of the Taylor Swift fans, you know, giving them away to each other. So we're giving them
exactly.
to
We're
you.
giving a friendship bracelet to you guys.
Yes. So you can wear that with pride whenever you head to the
Absolutely.
Disneyland parks, and you know it comes from us.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we've got this lovely guy right here. Mickey on his skiing trip. So he was away obviously in the posh parts of France doing his skiing, which the cold weather that we were having at that point must have been fantastic for anybody up in
the Alps.
So yes, lovely little pin badge here. It's got the two little Mickey clips on the back, which is always super handy. However, on that note, because I unfortunately had a bit of a situation, well, we both did when we were in Orlando, it's maybe worth buying. You can get them on Amazon, because I'm going to probably get some for us going to California. You can get little sort of like locking clips, because these only do so much, and if you get something, if you catch something or go and take a bag strap off. I sadly lost Sully, who was pinned onto my Mike Wazowski Loungefly on our last day after being super excited at getting them. So learn from my mistakes, guys. But yes, but obviously it would look fantastic on a pin board too, or just kept in the original packaging.
Or if you want to win this one and you're not a particular fan of it, you can always take it to parks and trade it, because there is pin trading in Paris and there is pin trading in Orlando, California. So
It's a cute pin, but yes, if you wanted to trade it, you can trade it. That's totally up to you.
Yeah, exactly. If you see one that you like more, then it's a pin trading. You know, pins are quite, you know, they're not the cheapest.
They're not the cheapest of things, I don't know.
So this is the one for get one free for trading, which is perfect.
Exactly. So again, a present from us to you, our friends.
If you want to trade it, we're not upset about that.
We're not heartbroken. If you do trade it, then send us a little picture
of what you traded
for.
Because we love doing the trading when we were in Orlando.
Which again, top tip, which Mike had established, and I'm so pleased that you did, was buying one of the pin packs from, like the starter packs from the Disney Character Warehouse, because I can't remember exactly how much we paid for it, but it was an absolute bargain price compared to what you pay in the parks, and you can then just take them and trade.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a shout. Just unfortunately couldn't do that in Paris. And I don't believe we can do it in California.
No. But
it's fine, we'll be back in Orlando before we know it.
Yeah. The other one is, I know a lot of people try and get them off eBay on the cheap and then do it pin trading that way, but there's one there. You can start your pin trading dreams with this.
Making your pin trading dreams come true.
Yeah, exactly. Next up.
So yes, bracelet and pin badge. And then in addition to that as well, so this one didn't come from Disneyland Paris itself, but we saw it and it was far too cute not to get a little Lotso bag. It's very, very sweet. It's fluffy.
Very fluffy. Doesn't smell like strawberries.
No, he's stitched on the front. It's kind of like a sort of fuzzy material, whereas this is kind of like a very soft sort of velvet. Very, very soft, because I get freaked out by velvet, so it's nice. It's nice stuff. Kind of, it's a bit Juicy Couture tracksuit-ish kind of material is the only thing that's coming to mind there, but yeah, it's very cool. It's got a little strawberry on the zip, which is very cute, and then it's just kind of like a makeup bag, or you could use it for anything really.
Yeah, even if you're heading to the park soon, or if you're heading to Orlando, then take it with you.
Yeah,
you can
either a toiletry bag, or you can pop it in your backpack just to separate stuff.
Yeah, like even like snacks and stuff like that. We were taking snacks like Pop-Tarts and biscuits and crisps and stuff like that. You can always pop them in the bag, or if you're a vlogger, you can always chuck your camera in there.
Put your camera kit in there, yeah.
So multi-uses, and even if you had tons and tons of pins that you're going to trade, you can pop your pins in there, and then your little pin bag.
Nice little cushion bag for them. Yeah. So yes, little Lotso bag, Mickey pin, lovely Disneyland Paris friendship bracelet, park map, and a bag.
Yeah. So as I said, you need to be subscribed to enter the competition.
Yes.
But the full details on it and how to enter will be on our Instagram page. So we'll pop the app for that here. So when we announce the actual giveaway, it'll be on Instagram. So that'll show you how to.
So you need to be following us there too. And then as Mike says, it'll give the full instructions. But first and foremost, subscribe, please.
Yeah. So you need to be following us on Instagram, subscribe here, and then you'll see the giveaway there and how to enter it. Yes. Yeah. But yeah, that's just a thank you from us for watching these videos, for subscribing already, for liking them, for supporting us on Instagram if you do already. It's just something nice that we like to give back to you guys, because we never thought we'd get so many subscribers when we started this out. We thought we'd get about 2 viewers watching us, walking around.
And that would just be us.
So us watching over and over again. So yeah, all the support's been amazing. So when we go to the parks, we want to say thank you by getting more things to.
And I think it's nice as well. Like, we've always really enjoyed watching vlogs in terms of sort of preparing me for the first time that we went.
Yeah.
I say that because Mike had been prior to us going together, so sort of giving me an insight into that when we miss the parks. It's really nice to be able to watch that, and we hope that we can kind of give that to you guys when you're watching, that it gives you that insight into the parks, or when you're feeling a little bit homesick for your Disney magic, that you can tune into that. So again, these giveaways, it's something, little sort of physical thing that we can then, tangible items that we can be like, there's some more Disney magic as a thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, that's us at the end of our haul.
Yeah, as I said, it wasn't a huge amount.
No, but I think it's a fair few little bits that we've purchased.
Yeah, I think we went around most of the shops in the parks. You would have seen there's a few things that we hummed and hawed about, but maybe in the future we'll get
what we've got.
Yeah, we'll get more, and I think we are saving those pennies for California, because we think that Disneyland and Universal over there are going to be expensive with all the merch that we keep seeing from there.
And getting to go back to Bath and Body Works too. So yes, definitely was kind of conscious of, as much as there were some cool things, I think we did kind of take into account the fact that we're going to be back in Disney again in September, and we were kind of like, do we love it that much, or we just kind of, there's sometimes a case of just sort of buying for the sake of it. As much as it's cute, it's not something we necessarily need, and not that you always need something to buy it, but I think for similar items we've kind of got our eyes on certain things in Anaheim particularly.
Yeah, we've been watching a lot of vlogs and we keep seeing certain jumpers and certain items of clothing from Disneyland. Jess and Jay, especially one of the jumpers that we keep seeing, we're like, oh, we're going to get that.
The Spirit jerseys.
Yeah, so yeah, I think there'll be a bigger haul when it comes back from California, and then when we get to Orlando again, when we get to Epic Universe. And I've seen the Monster merch. The Monster merch is out. I've seen it, so there's going to be a few purchases there, and we've got Halloween Horror Nights when we go to California as well, and Oogie Boogie Bash. So
hopefully
fingers
crossed.
Get tickets for that.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. So there's going to be a lot of merch to come back for that. But yeah, I think we got.
It's our honeymoon. We can treat ourselves. We've never been to California before, so it's going to be good. It's an expensive year, but it's fine. We're geared up for it.
Might need that front suitcase
to
come back.
There is that. I know we're going to have to be packing very, very lightly, I think, when we're heading out. But anyway, that's boring, guys. Apologies. We're getting carried away with ourselves. But yes, that concludes the haul. And I guess just, as Mike said as well, we'll be doing another video, which I think will go up next week, just to kind of finalise and cap off this series. And other than that, it's just saying thank you.
Yeah, thank you for watching. You would have seen earlier in this video a travel home day.
Yep.
Which was rather seamless.
Yeah.
Air France. Yeah, totally
fine.
Were
good as well for transporting us. They were super well organised in terms of communication and everything. Yeah. So yeah, it was a lovely trip, and we hope that you've enjoyed watching it as much as we enjoyed taking it.
Yeah. And stay tuned for our full review or tips and tricks and our thoughts on everything. So we'll go through everything as a review next week. You'll see that. So yeah, stay tuned. Yes. Thank you for watching.
Thank you guys. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.